What's up guys, Mega Sam Source here, and today we are playing 350 Cup. This is a new tier just added to Pokemon Showdown. It is the December monthly tier, I believe. And this isn't just any 350 Cup team, this is a special one. It's a trapping team. So, what is 350 Cup? 350 Cup is a Ubers tier where all LC Little Cup Pokemon with a base stat total of 350 or below, all their stats get doubled. So it can really make some Pokemon viable that weren't usually viable in the Ubers tier. So it's really cool. I'm really enjoying it lately. So I'll show you my team right now. So it is a trapping team, as I said before. So first off, we have a Magnemite, and Magnemite gets the ability Magnet Pull, which traps in any steel types. And I just have the basic, or pretty standard Magnezone set on it, Choice Scarf, Hidden Power Fire, so you can trap in things like Scizor, Ferrothorn, etc., and Hidden Power those. Next, I have Gothita, however you pronounce that, which is Gothitel's smallest evolval, and it gets Shadow Tag, and I have the standard Stall Gothitelle set on it, which is Rest, Calm Mind, Psyshock, Toxic, with Leftovers Max Special Defense. So, with this set, you basically just go in there, Toxic them, and just kind of stall out with Calm Mind and Rest. Next, I have Diglett, which gets the ability Arena Trap, which traps any Pokemon that aren't immune to ground. So, Air Balloon, Flying type, and Levitate users are not trapped by this ability. And I have a Focus Sash, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Sucker Punch, Stealth Rocks, Max Attack. So with this Diglett, it's usually a lead. I'll send in and just get up rocks right away or something like that. And next I have Mega Gengar, which we all know gets Shadow Tag as its ability, which is the same ability that Gothita gets. And I have a Perish Song Protect Mega Gengar, which is you just kind of send it in, Perish Song and Protect, really, just to stall out your opponent. Next I have Growlithe. So these first four were all the trapping Pokemon. I believe the only other trapping Pokemon is Trapinch? Trapinch, I think, gets Arena Trap. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's some ground type like that. So next I have Growlithe with Leftovers and Flash Fire. And I have a pretty weird Eevee spread on this because I wanted it to be defensive and offensive, and it is a mixed attacker as well. And I have Growlithe in here because its base stat total is exactly 350, so all of its stats get doubled up to the max amount, which is its new base stat total in the 350 Cup would be 700, so that's very useful. And then I have Rufflet here because it also has a base stat total of 350, and I needed some way to get rid of hazards. So I put it in here just for coverage and as a defogger. So that's my trapping team, and let's get right into the clip I have. Okay, and we're back. I'm starting off this game with a Magnemite lead, and he leads with his Shedinja, so I'm just going to go ahead and Hidden Power Fire here a couple of times, get rid of the Shedinja right away. He ends up Sucker Punching me, and that takes down a lot of damage. So he's going to switch right into his Vibrava, and I'm going to switch into my Gengar to negate the Earthquake damage. And I get up a Perish Song before I die. He outrages and kills me right away. I switch into my Gothita just so I can stall him out for the Perish Song, because as I said before, Gothita gets Shadow Tag. And I'm just going to rest up here, and I get a Calm Mind up, and he's going to go ahead and Bug Bite me here, which does it about half after leftovers, not that much. So he's going to send in his Ditto and transform into my Gothita. Now I'm asleep here, and he copies my Calm Mind, so he's up 2. I'm going to hit him up with a Toxic, and then he's going to Psyshock me. That does an okay amount of damage. He's going to Calm Mind up again, as I do too, and it's really just a stall war right here. I'm going to Calm Mind up again, as he does too, and as you can see, it's a speed tie, which ends up not being in my favor later in this battle. So he Psyshocks me right here, and I had Calm Minded up, and I try to rest here, but he wins the speed tie right here, and kills my Gothita. Now I'm going to come right back in with my Diglett, and Sucker Punch, but it fails because he goes for the rest. So I thought, might as well get up Stealth Rocks. And then I'm just going to Earthquake him to death here. And he's obviously going to wake up and be able to rest again because I wasted a turn getting up Stealth Rocks. So I'm just going to Earthquake here, and in a couple more turns, I end up knocking him out. And there we go. Gothita is dead. He sends in his Squirtle and ends up faking me out, which gets rid of my Focus Sash. Now I'm going to switch out into Magnemite, just as death fodder, as he scalds. I'm going to switch right back into Rufflet and Brave Bird, which does a ton of damage, but I take a good amount of damage from Recoil and Life Orb. He's going to Ice Beam me here, that does 50%, and I'm just going to go for the Roost as he switches into Jigglypuff. So I was thinking, what could this Jigglypuff do to me? So I just went for the Brave Bird and stayed in, and he ends up protecting. So I go to the Brave Bird once again, take a lot more damage from Life Orb and Recoil. He hits me up with a Toxic and protects as I Roost. Then right after this, I go for another Brave Bird and end up taking him out. After Toxic, Recoil, and Life Orb, I'm all the way down to 8%, and I completely forget about this Squirtle's Fake Out, and he ends up taking me out with that. I go right into Diglett and Sucker Punch, which unfortunately doesn't take him out. He scalds. Down goes the Diglett. And now I'm down to my last Pokemon, Growlithe, and I close combat and take out the Squirtle. He sends in his Oddish, and I Flamethrower a couple of times as he Sludge Bombs. And I Flamethrower one more time here, and that is the game. So, I think this battle was decent. I think it was alright. I think it showed the trapping team's potential. Magnemite can really put in a lot of work versus Scizor. Mega Scizor can really wreak some havoc with. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today, guys. I'll see you in the next video.